So, Andrew, in 2016, you ate this many potatoes every day for an entire year. Now, I have a lot of questions for you, but why potatoes, mate?
Yeah, well, all my life I'd struggled with weight, and I was really good at losing weight and then putting it all back on. And I realised one day that my problem was an addiction issue rather than a weight issue. So I figured that if an alcoholic should quit alcohol, then maybe a food addict should quit food. Obviously, you can't quit entirely, so I decided to quit every food except one, and this is the one that I didn't quit. Today is the end of my first day of eating only potatoes. It's a very daunting thing for me to go without all the delicious things that I love to eat for a year. Potatoes was the obvious choice, as they cover all the nutritional bases. You get all the protein, carbs and fat that you need, and all the vitamins and minerals are all covered, so the rest is history.
Today, Andrew's treating me to his signature dish, the potato waffle. But I was not prepared for just how strict the rules of his diet are.
Waffle iron here, it's a non-stick.
So this is it, you're not adding anything in, it's just pure potato.
Pretty simple, yeah, just pure potatoes. We'll just stick them on each side.
Yep.
You can see they're pretty well boiled. It's falling apart a bit. That's good. It means it's nice and soft. To squash them down. Here we go.
Is that the naughtiest we're ever going to get? A
Pretty
waffle
much.
with no oil, nothing else, cooked like that?
Well, we might put a little bit of sauce on it.
Can we use seasonings, marinades? How far can we go with the sauce? Can we drench the potatoes in a barbecue sauce? What's the rule there?
Yeah, it's just keep it really minimal is basically the rule. It's not supposed to be about trying to find the most interesting ways that you can eat potatoes. Really, I've got a little saying, it's make your food boring and your life interesting. Yeah, so it's still a little bit squishy. Ideally, it should be one of life's great pleasures, but for some people, myself included, it can be a source of misery. When I get home from work at the end of a stressful day, for example, and usually that'd be my cue to tuck into a box of ice cream, and I haven't got that option available to me, then what am I going to do? I'm going to have to find something, a more healthy way to deal with my emotions.
I find it incredibly fascinating. My background is as a foodie and a cook. So the question I have is, didn't you find yourself just scratching the walls with boredom?
Yeah, well, the first couple of weeks was really hard. The first couple of weeks was a test. So there you go. There's a potato pancake, a potato cake, I call it. It took a couple of weeks before I noticed that for the first time in forever, I'd actually had 2 good days in a row. And then I started to think, hey, maybe something's happening here. And yeah, it just got better and better, and to the point where I'm not clinically depressed anymore. The last day of the SpudFit challenge, it's a weird feeling. I don't know what to feel today. It's been the best year of my life.
How sick to death of Mr. Potato Head jokes are you?
Yeah, I've heard them all.
Yeah, you have, haven't you?
That's okay.
Well, I'll spare you my favourites and let's get into these waffles, shall we? Andrew's story is incredible. But now comes the moment of truth.
Cheers.
So unseasoned, no oil.
Bon appetit.
Give it a crack. Tell you what, better than I first thought. What do you reckon?
Tastes like a potato, eh? Look at them. I know that sight.
What do you think the biggest takeaway for you has been?
Life is about more than, what do you call it, instant satisfaction. There we go, yeah, mashes quite easily. I'm a food addiction coach now, so...
Really?
Yeah, so that's what I do with my life now. I try to help other people deal with food addiction, and it's not just changed my own life, but it's been able to influence some other lives as well, so it's lovely.
Well, it's incredibly empowering and delicious. A little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt, let's be honest.